Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League 2 Premier League here with Battle City. And let's we talk about my last game, the better, because we are already at the FA Cup. Game that helps us focus on the league, where we are still currently sat in first after 13 games. Up against Scunthorpe today on a bad run of form, no wins in their last 5. So we need to capitalise, and you'll see a much more full strength lineup here. Just looking for some of my players. Unhappy with manager's treatment of Ryan Jones. Yeah, Ryan Jones is causing me issues. And the thing is, he's not playing well no matter where he goes. So, not a lot I can do, but he is going to get some more game time. He could be doing well. Do you know what? Georgie's really good as well, but it's Georgie I'm going to get off. Happy with the manager's treatment of Ryan Jones, yeah, because you want to start, mate. But the team went against me. I feel like Jones can start for Alves. Alves would be a good impact sub. Windsor finding himself up top again. You know, Dolan, given an appropriate amount of game time. So he's going to come on for Windsor. Windsor's going to go out on the left peak. A bit of rotation here. Let me organise these so I can see the positions better. Striker, a winger, an attacking midfielder, or even a midfield centre, but not a DM. I do have a DM here. Keto, who's just unbelievable, really. Byron as a backup defender, then Jordan Alves, no sub-keeper, so now my luck can either get injured or sent off this game, but that's a risky run to have more outfield options. That might help you be able to change the way a tie is going. But here we go. Up against Scunthorpe, like I said, they haven't got a win in 5, but we're off the back of a poor FA Cup exit. So I'm hoping the team are going to be out for revenge, looking to push on after that last game. A poor loss really against lower league opposition. You know, we've been promoted from that league, as they are in the National League South, which is where we came from, and we're currently top. But somehow, we're being down within 20 minutes in the last game. Jenkins Davies in, that's a good ball to Jones. Feel like that was more of a deflection than a finish from Windsor. But once again, we find ourselves 1-0 up within 10 minutes. The common theme these past few games. And here we go, the ball comes out. Jones hits that on the volley. And Windsor does win ahead and redirect it past the Scunthorpe keeper. Once again, we find ourselves 1-0 up in the opening 10 minutes. And here we go. It looks like this is the throw-in right into their final third. Into Jones. Back out. Dolan there. Was he fouled in the box? Yes, he was. I currently don't know who my penalty taker is. I believe it's Georgiou, who's done well in these penalties so far. I forgot, I do have this man, Jenkins Davies, I believe, on the pitch. Takes a run up, and it's saved. That is a poor penalty. Perfect height for a keeper. They look to have a giant keeper in there who has saved that penalty. But we are looking like we're dominating the chances at the moment. But that's a poor miss from Jenkins Davies. I really hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. There are the little things I do need to go through in the team. Set my penalty takers, set my corner kick takers. I did do that in season 1, but I haven't so far in season 2. Ball over the top there, skids through to Cartagrande. He's a good signing at this level. Keeping Wild Richards and Binns at the starting lineup though. A big kick, and anyone will flick on. No, they've won it back in the midfield, Scunthorpe. A good ball over the top to Brown, surely he's offside. And the flag does go up. He did look offside to me, but for a minute when I couldn't see the linesman, I wasn't sure. We're lucky to go over that one. We have been caught out a lot in the defence this season. We really need to look to steady the ship. Out to Ewing there. Down to Larson. Out to Horton. Out to Ewing. Larson again in the middle of the park. Good slow build-up play from Scunthorpe. They are not shy just to play this ball around despite being 2-0 down, and that's a great ball behind. Squared it to Giovanni Brown. And And that one there was not offside. Good, great play by Scunthorpe. And this is typical of Bath, to be honest, getting played off the park. Georgie steps up and it looks like Tilson doesn't follow his man. He gets the run once again in between our left back and our left centre back, Partel and Georgiou. Loads of space and time just to square that. And that's 1-1 once again. This is a common theme for us at the moment, going 1-0 up early and then conceding one of few chances. And we need to do a hell of a lot better. Will we see another opportunity before the break, deep in the opponent's half? A good ball towards Jones at the back. That is an awful header. Square head, just bounced off a flat surface and spinning over the bar. And that's half time. We need to push on the second half, Bath. And here we go, into the second half. I have lots of options on the bench that I can look to use if I need to. Jones to Jones to Jones. Another shot over the bar. Some good options to have on the bench, the likes of Alves, to Diarra. Remember the name Paco Evoki, he's on the bench as well. Dolin, for a man who wants a lot of game time, doesn't do a lot up top. And as I say that, this is probably the so-called curse of the commentator, as the ball's over the top of Dolin. And that is one thing he does do well. He is a taller striker. That ball over the top by Russ perfectly in between the two centre-backs. Dolin managed to get a foot in there first. And to be honest, that's a good finish across the goal. The keeper looked like he got caught out, thinking Dolin might go for the near post. But that wasn't the case, and we return to our 1-goal advantage, 2-1 up. But really, with 16 shots, 9 on target, that's not the greatest return. And I can see Windsor there, injured out on the wing. And Peake's going to come on. Beardy Boy's going to come on. Dolin, thanks for the goal, but you're off for a Evoki as well. Leave it at just those 3 changes for now. Looking to hold on to the game, so I don't want to mess around with the team way too much. Just some fresh legs up top. Hopefully we'll just assist to see out this game. I'd love to see Evoki score. We all know he's a player I really want to do well for us. So hopefully he does pick his goal scoring back up. Ball out to Georgiou. There's a run down the wing to Peake. Good run. He gets that ball in. Out to Alan Jones. What can he do with the ball here? Across to Peake. Goes it. Ooh. Just wide of the post. Looking at my bench. Going to take Tilton off for our young Botswanan DM Angao. There's the ball over the top. Jones easily to Georgiou to Beardy Boy, who, like I keep saying, is having a cracking season. Peake with a hell of a ball. Cleared temporarily by Scunthorpe. They keep hold of the ball while that goes long. Batman's in the air, no questions. Over the top. Evoki wins a header. An easy save, really, for the Scunthorpe keeper. Once again, he goes long. Easily won by Ban at the back. Into Beardy Boy. Through to Evoki. Out wide towards Peake. A poor pass. And Peake has that in the back of the net. Poor keeping from the Scunthorpe keeper. An awful pass here by Henry. Peake read it well. Beats round to the ball. And then Peake just smashes this with his left foot. Pretty much straight at the keeper. The keeper falls to his knees. And we now have a nice 2-roll cushion. We're feeling a lot more comfortable out there. Looking towards our final change. And that's going to be this man, Keto Diarra. Ran with the ball forward, Parthal clears. Russ, Peake. He tried to take on his man, almost loses it, but managed to keep possession. I have liked Peake since he came to this team. He's very creative out on that left. He's almost a non-league version of Trossard, I feel like, in real life. And that's almost Beardmore continuing his brilliant run of form. Goes up for a City goal kick. Coming into the final 10 minutes back, absolutely dominated. And to be honest, the amount of chances we got, I am disappointed we've only scored 3. Not acceptable when you're in 20 plus shots in a game and you've only scored 3. And we continue that issue from last season where we can create the chances, we just can't finish them. And that's a ball brilliant out to Peter again, and he's someone who can finish them. Gosh knows why he's gone with the left foot there, but he has. It's gone horribly wide, and look at that, 24 shots, 13 on target, only 3 goals. Really, really, really poor, to be honest. And it's part of the reason I'm debating playing 2 up top. Maybe if Voki, Dolan and Windsor, a mixture of those 3 could make a really good quality partnership up top. And Scunthorpe now building up from the back over the top. Is that going to be won by Parthall? It is. Russ straight over the top, so Voki. He's been over the bar. And he is missing chance after chance lately of Voki. In the past few games, he's missed open goals and he's hitting posts non-stop. And for a guy who I thought was really going to dominate at this level, I've not been overly impressed these past 5 to 10 games. The first few he was really good, he was storming the league. We can see that here in a minute. Let's have a quick look at Paco Voki. He's unbelievable. And you look, I suppose 8 games, 4 of those being off the bench, 5 goals, 2 assists, so he's not actually doing that bad. I thought he was doing worse than that. He had a great pre-season. Only 55% of his shots on target. You know, 50-50 if he's even going to get the chance on target at the moment, which isn't acceptable for someone who I want to be the top leading striker. We are going to have to check in because, as you would have just seen pop up, Owen Windsor injured. Return date to be confirmed. Leave to physio will be out for 2 weeks, which is what I'm going to have to do. But it's an issue now because Windsor, that's not the first time he's been injured. And after such good victory, it's an absolutely massive game in the next episode against Solihull Moors. Cracking run of games, 4 wins, 1 draw in the last 5. Top of the table clash. If they win, they still will be behind me. But it gives the opportunity for Southend to take over. If you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.